morning, 6 o'clock. I didn't sleep too well. I was waking up, but and felt a bit nauseous, but I didn't throw up. But yeah, that sleep was shallow. But still, now when the alarm clock rang, I wanted to stay sleeping. It's time for next portion, the third portion of Epsom salt, and it's important from the moment we drink it to stay in the vertical position. We don't go sleep because now we want the stones to go slowly down and down, because overnight they were released into the small intestines and they're going down to the colon, and that's why we want this tendency to progress. So I'm drinking it and I will stay in bed in that position. I will stay to meditate, and then later on I will go do some yoga. So yeah, see you at 8 for the last portion of it. Done. Okay, we have 8 o'clock. Here's our last drink. You're going to miss it.
Not really.
But how do you feel now?
Quite good. The sleep was not so good. Yeah, so a little bit. Yeah, could have slept better, but besides that, quite good.
Yeah.
Actually, quite light feeling in the body.
Light feeling in the body. What do you mean by that?
I just feel very light. It's actually, besides the sleep deficit, a very pleasant feeling.
Yeah, it also, I feel like during the night the toxins were being drawn from my muscles and joints. I actually felt that, and also from my throat. I actually had a pain in my throat, but then I thought it's just taking out the things that are harmful, so I just let it go. Okay, enough talking. Cheers.
It doesn't get better.
I'm thankful it was the last one.
Touchy.
Right. So next stop, enema.
Enjoy.
It's 8:30 and things are moving, I can tell you. But still, in 1 hour, something like that, we're going to start the enema, just to flesh out everything that is still not easily moving out, to remove all the stones that they were released by the liver and then the gallbladder, because it's very important to really drive them out. If they stay and they start to be reabsorbed by the colon and by the gut, the contents of it, like the small stones, like it's sometimes like sand, and also the liquid that was released, if it starts to be reabsorbed, it's not good for our health, because that's the concentration of the toxins and everything that are the byproducts of our metabolism. So we don't need it. We actually cannot have it. So that's why we do the enema. So I will start preparing now enema. You can do different ones. You can do just a simple one, the hot water and a bit of salt, and that's probably the easiest one. I will do with some herbal infusion. I have some herbs in here, so I will make like a big jar of tea that then we'll use it as a enema. So yeah, I just will again drive you down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just using a nice infuser that we normally would make a tea in. I'm adding some of the herbs. It's not like it needs to be a certain type of herbs, just whatever suits you. But you want to have a mild effect, because right now your colon is already working very hard and you don't want to make it, burn. So something mild. Yes. And basically I will leave it now for like 5 to 10 minutes and let it cool down, because the temperature of the enema cannot be too high, otherwise it just impacts negatively the colon. And if you don't know how to do the enema, there's loads of videos on YouTube from different people, different takes. It's generally very easy, but you need to be ready to do it. And when you do this whole protocol, it's very important to have it done. So you might want to consider educating yourself beforehand. And yeah, so I'm leaving it to cool down, to first infuse and then cool down. Maybe I will add just a little bit of salt into it. And now I go to jump on a trampoline to even help the stones go down, to use the gravity to help me. Gravity is your ally. So let's jump. Okay, 10 o'clock, enema time. So I prepared the herbs in here. Now they are ready and they are cooled down. So I'm just adding it into the bag, the enema bag. And there are different types of tools. This is like the most simple one, and it's a travel version. There are more gadget-like, with a different type of pipes and places you can close it off and on, but that will do. So I will not show you how it looks like, but believe me, I'm doing it. See you on the other side. Okay, we are on the other side. Everything finished, enema finished. Impressions?
Yeah, the whole Sunday morning takes much longer than I thought it would be. Like, yeah, half of the time on the toilet, basically.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's also still quite easy. Yeah? Just takes some time.
And do you feel any difference in your body?
I feel very light. However, I think to make a final conclusion, it's still too early.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how this tomorrow or in the evening.
I feel relaxed. I feel like a lot of things that were heavy, and maybe that correlates with what Jana said, that feels light. A lot of things that felt heavy is out. And like my mood is also uplifted. I feel like hopeful. I feel like more optimistic. So these are the...
Definitely, yeah.
You have that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that we left behind. That's this feeling. And everything is empty and we are hungry. But... Oh, you're not hungry.
Actually, I'm not hungry.
So, you won't eat.
I mean, it's still early, yeah? What do we have, 11 o'clock?
11 o'clock, yeah.
So...
But there are a few things about eating after that procedure. The first thing we want to eat is actually clay, and it's a special one, bentonite clay. I mean, here is like Polish writing, but bentonite clay, it will bind the leftovers of what is floating still in the gut, and make like a pulp of it,
and help us to remove it, because if it stays liquidish and it stays like this kind of sand texture, can stick to the walls of the intestines and even can be sometimes reversed or absorbed, and we don't want that, because then it means headache, it means you again go into this detoxification mode, and it's just unpleasant. So we'll do that before eating anything. Can you hold the glass so they see? So we need for one person 2 tablespoons of the clay. Oopsie. And mix it out. Delicious! Look at that. Who wouldn't like to eat the mud? Look, we are treating ourselves this weekend, really.
It's still quite sticky.
Yeah, so let's just drink what's on the surface and then we'll deal with the stirring. So yeah, after drinking that, just leave some more time. Leave some more time for the digestive system to rest, and also eat something light. I'm going to boil apples, and we'll eat it with rice, so it's something very easily digestible for our body. And other thing we have to remember, we don't have any bile in our gallbladder, so it means we won't be able to digest any fat. That's why no fat for at least today and tomorrow, preferably for the first 3 days after the detox. Just let it slowly rebuild the level of the bile in your gallbladder, and again, take it slow, like let it to go back to balance. Yeah. I cannot wait again.
The drinks were over this morning.
What a flavor! So yeah. You're chewing it.
It's like sand, yeah?
So what? We leave you with that. And we hope that you got some of the results as well. Maybe even better. And yeah, maybe we'll do some reflections on the whole process tomorrow.
Definitely. We
Yeah.
will have a recap how the whole process was and how it feels. I think especially afterwards it's very interesting to see.
Okay, so have a nice Sunday.